Hello everyone. Welcome to the Gyan Pravah podcast series, episode number 216. So many we have finished. तो ज्ञान का बढ़ता रोजाना एक नया अनोखा रंग, हर रात जुड़िए आप फॉक्सी के संग. I love this slogan given by our madam for this Gyan Pravah series. This is a Foxy presidential initiative, unique of its kind, the brainchild of our President Foxy, Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar, Madam, and Dr. Supriya Jaiswal, the chairperson of Adolescent Health Committee of Foxy, your host for today and for first of every month. Today we have as guest speaker none other than the very versatile, elegant, ravishing and highly knowledgeable past President Foxy, Dr. Rishma Dhilanpai. The topic of discussion is confidence is the key. Unlock your potential. Very apt for this fast growing world and in this digital era. Now, just to introduce Sunita Madam, President Foxy, she is an inspirer. Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar Madam is a true catalyst for transformation. Madam is a dynamic President Foxy, an organization of more than 46,000 doctors, gynecologists. Heading this prestigious organization, Madam is also the President-elect of ISAR 2024-26, being the HODO and Chief of IVF.
Supriya, it is your day with Reshma.
Yes, Madam. But one thing I would like to say, Madam has been rolling out so many projects. Gyan Pravah, then Know Your Number, Sampurna. There are many innumerable. Then 7 publications on the rolling, and everybody is busy. Madam is doing multitasking, and the main thing, you are the madhyam for me for this Arogya Yatra, Madam. I'm really humbled for visiting such beautiful places that I would have not gone personally. Thank you so much, Madam. You are an inspiration for all of us, and I just request you to welcome our guests. Everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Supriya, first of all, for having Reshma. Second, thanks to you. Reshma, welcome on a Foxy platform of Gyan Pravah. I never thought this podcast series will go so bang on. And when it was like 10th and 11th, we used to think how we will reach and cross 200 and 300. But every day at 8 p.m. joining and giving this platform to all the chairpersons, 30 chairpersons, 30 days. Yesterday was the 31st, so I come with Bhagavad Gita and a spiritual, Mr. Rohit Arora. Actually, frankly speaking, I thought these chairpersons are future leaders of our Foxy. They should learn how to take an interview, how to get to the faculty, how to put up their 45 minutes podcast and dialogue with them. This will give them a leadership quality, some work to be done. Believe me, Reshma, meeting every day the faculty from non-academic field as well, spiritual, philosophical, so many backgrounds they come from, political background. We had Nitin Gadkari on our podcast series. So it gives a lot of, information. And I think it evolved me as a person listening to so many achievers worldwide. So all my committee chairperson, they book the faculty much in advance and they ensure that they are there at 8 p.m. and sharp we start it. So thank you so much, my chairpersons also. And thank you, Reshma. Thank you. It is so nice to meet you again on this different platform. We keep on meeting every day with some other reason. Foxy is a very vibrant organization. But thank you for always being there. And Supriya may not know, Reshma was a president and I was her vice president. So our bond is a little different, more than a friendship, more than this. But the organizational bond is always little different than what personal level friendships are. So lovely, and I'm sure you both will have a very good dialogue. Reshma, our protocol is only both of you are in the frame, and I join from viewers link.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunita. Supriya, for this invitation. It's very unique. It's very different. We all, keep on doing some TV interviews or something. It's almost always academic. So this is very, very different and very scary, actually. And I just told Supriya that I did a talk just now on hysterectomy, and that was very easy for me. This is personal and it's extremely worrisome. But really, I think Sunita should have been doing this podcast on confidence, because her confidence, her ability is unbelievable and outstanding. So thank you for thinking of me. It's really wonderful. And as you said, Sunita, every opportunity to meet with you and connect is always great. We've been close friends for many, many years. And Supriya and me have every single time we've met taken photographs, right? Every single meeting, we have beautiful photographs to sort of catalog and say. So we all have a history going back, and pleasure to speak with you today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. With Supriya, it is 1 hourly photo session I have to do with her whenever in the conference. So I think at the end of my year, I should have at least 500 photographs from her. Lifelong. But I feel sometimes 10 years down the line, when you will see these photographs, it will bring out beautiful memory. We will be able to cherish those moments.
Yes.
Thank you, and enjoy your podcast. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Madam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So, over to you, madam. So now we have our guest speaker, none other than Dr. Reshma Dhilan Pai, madam, who was the treasurer of International Federation of Fertility Societies. Madam had been the former president of such prestigious organizations like Fogsi, ISAR, IAG, MOX, consultant gynecologist at very prestigious hospitals, Leelavati, Jaslok, and Hinduja healthcare hospitals at Mumbai. Honorary fellowship she had done for FRCOG, Royal College of Obstetrician and Gynecology of London. Lifetime Achievement Award Madam had received from the Indian Society for the Study of Reproduction and TAPISAR. Then Power Women Award by Governor of Maharashtra, Bhagat Singh, had given her. Lokmat Health Mentor Award by the Health Minister of Maharashtra, Vidya Bhushan Award ICOG, Glorious Legend Foxy Award. Madam has received various awards such as Women Empowerment Award by IMA, Inspiring Gynecologist of Western India. And Madam, we are really inspired by you. And Midday Health Wellness Award, 50 Outstanding Women in Healthcare Award, Middle East Leadership Award, Women's Achiever Award. Madam has got plenty of awards and has given 65 orations. Madam, hats off to you. And you've been speaker at 450 national and international. And I think this is a last CV must have been updated and more numbers have been added. So, Madam, I'm really honored and blessed to have you on this podcast. So this CV I read out for the audience to know, because huge number of Foxians and the general population must be listening to this podcast. So now we start our dialogue. Madam, I would like to ask you, what role do you believe confidence plays in achieving personal and professional success, and how can individual cultivate it?
I truly believe happiness, confidence, these are really the best adornments you can have. They're the prettiest things you can wear. And, confidence will really get you places. Now, how to acquire confidence is not a, one sentence solution that you can say, okay, from today onwards, I'm going to be confident. I think it's something you really have to work upon. Some people are blessed that from their childhood onwards, they've been given the exposure, they've been given the platform, they've had huge support from their family and friends. They go to fabulous schools, which give them that confidence, go on to better colleges. And unfortunately, some do not have this exposure. They come from sometimes not very educated backgrounds, or from, not such privileged backgrounds. And so they have to really work on it. But there is really, I feel, no excuse for not having confidence in self. And in today's time, there's so much social media, you can see that even, people from the most remote backgrounds, from completely, setups where there is no privileges, they are out there. Sometimes they're performing a dance, sometimes they are singing on TikTok or on, on all these social media, Instagram platforms, and the confidence that they have, it always shocks me that, my God, look at the background where they're dancing, but look at their confidence when they're performing. So this is something which you have to really work on yourself. It cannot be given to you on a platter. Every single day you have to say that I will improve myself. And I think that has to be our aim, that every single day when we get up in the morning, we have just a little bit, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of time to ourselves. And we say that today I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to try to achieve success in whatever I do. Small things maybe, but whatever I do, I'm trying to achieve success in that. And whatever troubles face me today, whatever troubles I'm hit with, because every single day there are going to be problems and troubles. Whatever hits me today, I will try to deal with it, strongly, and I will not get bogged down by the problems. I feel so sorry sometimes when there are people who cannot deal with failure. You hear of young people, medical students committing suicide, but they're not able to cope with failure or not able to cope with problems. And that, I think, is the one lesson we should give to our children, that life is tough. Life is not easy. We make it very easy for our children. We give them everything on a platter. But you have to train them that life is not easy. Every day you'll have problems. Learn to face them with confidence. Nothing else matters. Success and failure are all two sides of the same coin, and you have to deal with all problems. Nothing in life is worth being miserable about or giving up your life for.
Yes, ma'am. So rightly said, because confidence is very important to carry yourself right from morning till evening. You need that confidence to do anything you do.
Yes.
So very nicely said, madam. Thank you. Because I joined Foxy. Started coming to the AICOGs. I used to listen to your lectures. The confidence I saw in you, though. So I thought which topic I should discuss. This was the wonderful topic I thought I should discuss with you, madam. Then how do societal expectations and pressures impact an individual's confidence, particularly for adolescents? The girls who are cornered, no, you're not looking pretty. Like this typical comments. So how do you give them some advice, like they should overcome all this?
I think I'm a perfect example of that. I come from a family where I have a sister who's very, very beautiful. One of the most beautiful girls, they said, in India. She was a Miss India, Miss Young India. And she's been a very famous movie star. I'm really not anywhere as pretty as her. But and as a young girl, I did have, I was very shy. I won't say lack of confidence, because the family treated everyone equally. They never made my sister feel that, oh, she's so beautiful and you are not. So that was never the situation. But somehow, as an adolescent growing up, you don't have confidence. You don't have the, sort of ability to come out there and, express yourself very confident. I was a quiet girl. But the school that I went to was fantastic. Every child was her talents were picked up and they were made to, so in school I was made, because I had a good way of speaking, or, a clear clarity in my speech. I was made to do all the debates, all the elocutions, everything, even singing. I'm not a singer, but they even made me sing on stage. So what happens is that you gain that confidence that, okay, I can go and, even though I'm not a singer, I can go and sing in front of a stage. We did dances. I did gymnastics. I was a national roller skating champion. So, that gives you the confidence that, wow, I may not be the most beautiful girl, but I am a national skating champion. I was a state level swimmer. I was a gymnast. I represented Chandigarh in the gymnastics, national gymnastics. I'm a good speaker. I'm winning all the prizes in debates. And so you don't have to be good at everything. So I was not great in gymnastics. I was very okay, but I had the confidence. I'll go, I'll do it. I'll go to the nationals. I probably came last in the nationals in gymnastics, but that didn't stop my confidence that I can do it, So we did so many things. So, that kind of an opportunity. And then I realized that, okay, gymnastics is not my forte. Skating is something I'm great at. So I focused on that and used to practice for 7, 8 hours every day. So it's not that I became a top-notch skater just like that. No, there was 7 and 8 hours of practice every day. I'd come from school, do your work, and then straight go to the rink and practice till night. So it's a lot of hard work. So every success is equal to the amount of hard work that you put in. And of course, support from your, surroundings, your family, whoever it may be. and never made to feel inferior to my sister, for example, who was very, very beautiful. And, when I was very young, I was in school, she became a movie star and she had these very big hits, Trishul and Noori, her movies came out and she was very successful. And I was never ever made to feel, in fact, I was the youngest and the most pampered child, even more than my sister. And I had a brother who was very, very brilliant. He could just read, like he was a doctor also, could just read a book and literally know it by heart. Now, I was nowhere compared to that, right? I was not as brilliant as my brother or as beautiful as my sister. But that really was never rubbed in. Each one was given a platform to show their talents. So what I want to say is that everybody has a unique talent. Everybody has a unique ability. And what we have to do is focus on those positives and, sort of nurture those and grow in whichever area you think you are good at and you are capable of doing.
Very nice. Very well explained, madam. And this was actually, I wanted to ask you a personal experience where building confidence helped you overcome a significant challenge in your life, a career. I think you have very well explained this one because you are very pretty. Don't say that. But yes, Dr. Poonam Dhillon, actually, she was well known for her beauty. The moment we saw naturally and staying in the same family, that comes, madam, because you have so well explained that thing. Confidence is something different from this. So what are some common mindset shifts or strategies that can help the youth build confidence in their abilities and pursue their goals? Supposing somebody wants to do something, how do they focus? Okay, they want something, but they don't have that ability. So what can they do in that case?
I think it's all about some line which very famously Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish. I think that was fantastic. It's all about wanting. It's all about being hungry for success, for achievement, from whatever it is that you want to get. If you want to get admission into a particular college or you want to get a particular job or you want to achieve something, you have to go after it. You cannot say, okay, now I'm happy. I have my, little bit of a job. I have a decent salary. I'm settled. I don't care. Or my parents have enough money and I'm okay. I don't think that's going to work. So you have to be, hungry, and you have to be foolish in the sense that go after what you love. Be passionate. Maybe you'll make a mistake. Maybe you'll fail. It was a stupid idea. You tried it out. It was a disaster. Doesn't matter. That's all part of the training. And literally, I brought up my children like that. I've told my kids all the time that you're going to fail in many things that you do. But literally, how does it matter? We are never going to judge you. Up until now, I have never asked my children what rank they got in school or in college. Never. I always, when they're studying, I say, study hard, that's okay. But once the exam is there, I will never ask them, did you do well? Did you do badly? What rank you got? Who did better? That's not important. They worked hard. They did their best, full stop. The end result is not for us to, it's not in our control. So I feel you have to just go out there, do your best, and, like every level, be ready for failure, but believe in your passion. Have a passion. And sometimes, I can see that passion. Like my son, Arnav, for example, he's a gynecologist, but he has so much passion that I want to do this, I want to do that. At the same time, he's doing 10 different things. He wants to do a startup. He wants to start some company. He wants to do this. So I have to sometimes tell him that don't do 10 things at the same time. It's okay, focus on your just building a career right now. But so it's the passion from inside. If you're satisfied with everything, we have money, then there is no desire to grow. And I feel I've seen that in many, many people. I can give you an example of a who's, for example, she's about in her 40s, very, very wealthy girl, very doesn't need to work. I've been telling her for years that you have to work. And she's never, because so much money, like more than 5 generations can eat. And now, for various personal family problems, she started to join the company and she's gone in there. And within a short period of time, she has become indispensable to the company. She's elevated the company. She's made it visible. She's won so many awards she started in her mid 40s. And within the last few years, of course, she has a platform, she has a thing, but she had zero in education. She had zero training. She was a housewife so many years. But at any age and at any stage, you can get up, you can use whatever opportunities you have, and you can make a successful career out of it. So that's what I'm trying to say, that, keep at it. Don't give up.
Yes. So nice, this example you gave of your friend, because she didn't know her potential, I believe. Moreover, she was careless. She was thinking, I have enough. I don't need to do. But she developed, she must have discovered her talent when she came into it.
Now there's a new confidence. Now she's going to Harvard Business School for a short course, doing this. I did. Suddenly that confidence is different. So when you work hard, when you try something new, you achieve some success in it, it just gives you that extra confidence. And I think, Supriya, you're a fantastic example of that. You started a little bit later in life. You didn't start when you were 20. You started later in life, especially into Fogsi. But, once you work hard, you achieve success, you get to a position, see how much you learn, you get more confidence, you interact with people. Every single day you learn, from whomever you meet, whatever you see, whatever you do, you learn. Like today, so many times I'm on Instagram, you're learning so much from there. You're on artificial intelligence, you're learning, you talk to people, you learn. So life is one beautiful journey of learning and of, getting richer by experience. And so it's wonderful to experience all those things. Money though, there is a limit beyond which like somebody said, you don't want to be the richest person in the graveyard. How does it matter when I'm dead? I was the richest person in the graveyard. Has no meaning. You have to be the richest person while you're living. You need to inspire others. People need to look up to you. You need to have a good relationship, friendship, warmth, sharing, caring. I think those are the things which stay behind.
Perfect, madam. Perfectly said. Can you discuss the importance of self-compassion and self-care in building and maintaining confidence? Like we need to chisel ourselves, to upgrade ourselves so that we gain confidence by ourselves, then go and do something.
No, absolutely. Because it is all about what I see when I look in the mirror. It's not about somebody telling me, every time you go there, somebody, oh, you've lost so much weight, you've gained weight, you're looking like this. That doesn't matter. When I look in the mirror, I should feel good about myself. If I'm feeling, oh my God, I'm looking so terrible, I'm feeling so terrible, I'm miserable, then there's no confidence in myself. So it's all about what the mirror says to you. There are some people who are absolutely physically not good looking. That's not their fault. They've been born in a particular fashion. Sometimes they're overweight. Sometimes they are, by classic definition of beauty, they are not beautiful. But you see their confidence. I'll give you an example again of a very dear friend, my childhood friend. He's, I've known him right from school, and he's never been classically good looking. He was, really dark, not very tall, average, in every way. So classic definition of good looking, he never had. But I've known him now for so many years. He has the most, always when he was younger, had the most beautiful girlfriends. The best girls used to be with him. And I was like, how do you manage that? You're not such a good looking boy. You're not that rich. How come you always get the best girls? And he was like, his confidence, I cannot tell you, the way he talks, so wonderful, soft, gentle, a full gentleman by definition, very, very comfortable in his own skin, very confident. And so, this is just an example of when you're a young boy, even though he's not good looking, he could get the best looking girls for himself. So, that way, if you have that confidence, even if you don't have those classic good looks or whatever society accepts as good looks, you can go out there. You see some girls, they're like really, really overweight. And then you see them dancing. Oh my God, they have to be the best dancers ever. And you say, oh my God, this girl is by definition really, really overweight and obese. But look at her dancing with confidence and fantastic. So she doesn't even look bad. She looks fantastic because she has that confidence in her body. So I think that's what it's all about. And also recognize my shortcomings, my handicaps, my plus points, and accordingly enhance that. So if I have a particular feature which is good, I enhance that, I present that in a better fashion and downplay the negatives. So, and looks to me, genuinely looks to me is really not important. You see the top-notch people in every profession, who is really good looking, except Miss World, that's a different profession. But you see in corporate, you see in government, you see in any sector, you see the top women achievers, who is gorgeous looking. That's not a criteria. When you go out there with confidence, you speak well, you're well educated, you have the knowledge, that is what is going to give you success, not your looks. So I feel Even in the movies, if you see the 101,000 pretty girls, not all of them become successful just because they're beautiful. Most of them fail. Only the ones who are fabulous actors, who have the talent, who have the, skill, who have the confidence, they are the ones who come up. So it's not really like beauty. It's really your whole aura and your whole personality which matters.
Really, you're very correctly said, because I've seen many people who are not very good looking and they are at the helm of the affairs, but they've done very wonderful. And even the film stars. Madam, you have been very close to the Bollywood, I can say, maybe because of your sister and Dr. Pai, and you people have been doing that IVF. Because of many other reasons, you have been very close to them. So you must, how do you feel about them? I would just had an inquisitiveness to ask you, how do you feel when you meet them? Do you think I could have also been there, or I am better? My profession, my lifestyle is better than what they deal. So just a word about that.
So something which I never really talk about. When I was 18, I had 2 or 3 movie offers. When I was, used to accompany my sister once in a while for her movie shoots. And, when you're 18, you look nice, you're fit, and, you dress well. And I had a couple of movie offers, in fact, in those days with some of the top stars like Rajesh Khanna. And not even for 1 minute did I consider. I didn't even go home and ask my parents, what should I do? I just said, sorry, I'm not interested. Right from there. So it was not like, I'm feeling like, oh, I could have been in the movies and, it would have been a different career. It wasn't my passion. It wasn't my, something I love to do. My brother was a doctor. And for me, that was, the sort of the ambition or the goal that I had, nobody else in my family is a doctor. So for me, that was like, oh my God, it's so brilliant. It's so fantastic. How much he's respected. So for me, that was, the goal. So it's very different. And movie stars, they are, everybody says that, but movie stars are humans like others. And I've never been in awe of them. Never. Like I've met every single film star. I have never taken an autograph or a photograph. I don't care about it. Yeah, if somebody I really like personally, that's a different story. Then I'll take selfies with them. I'll do whatever because I like them as a person. So I would say most of them are pretty nice, pretty sweet. And when they come to you as a patient, then obviously they're very respectful to you, with 1 or 2 exceptions. I don't want to take names. There are always 1 or 2, and they have really created a bad impression, not only on me, but all the other doctors who have treated them. So there are some girls, who are big movie stars who think no end of themselves. But at the end of the day, most of them are very, very nice. So I have, for example, Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh living in my building. And every time you meet them, they're very nice. They're very respectful. They'll chat for a couple of minutes, whatever. Very nice. I have so many more friends, some of the top actresses. But, and there's one thing, they all need their privacy. They don't want to be talked about. They don't want their names to be thrown. So if you've seen, I've never given the names of patients whom I'm treating, whether I'm doing their IVF or whether I'm doing the egg freezing or whether I'm doing their abortion. Never will that information go out, because that's like not only me, everybody, not only movie stars, we are bound by oath of secrecy or privacy. So I think if you treat them well, if you give them sometimes a little personal attention, like if my clinic starts at 4, maybe I'll call them at 3 so that, I give them that private time. So those are the only concessions. Other than that, nothing. So, yeah.
Lovely to hear this. And when I'm astonished, madam, that you had the offers, you didn't even bother to ask anyone, straight away, no. Like, you'll feel elevated, no, ki I've got an offer. So I think if I were you, I would have thought, oh, such a big thing. So you were very clear about your profession, what you have to do. You're very clear. So that was wonderful to know. This was a new thing that I came to know about you.
Like I said, I never talk about it. So it's...
Yeah, but thanks to this podcast, I could get from you, madam. And some little personal, how do you prioritize your self-care in your busy life? And what activities or practices help you maintain your physical and mental well-being? Because you look perfect physically, and every time you are so receptive, so welcoming to everyone. So how do you keep that, madam?
Thank you. I think my family laughs at me because I'm very disciplined. Even as a child, even when I was like, I think 5 years old, I was super disciplined. Sorry. I was super disciplined. So I think that has really helped me because, I have I'll get up at a certain time. I'll do whatever I have to do. I will finish my work way before time. If I have to make a presentation a month later, most of my presentations for FIGO, which is in October, are already ready. So I'm very, very disciplined. And, everyone's laughing at me that this girl is like ridiculously meticulous. All the people who have worked with me when I was president of Fogsi, all of them know my programs, my plans, everything is ready months and months in advance. So I think if you're organized, if you're disciplined, if you plan properly, then everything kind of falls into place. Like, for example, I love food. Who doesn't love food? But I know that the moment I go 1 kg higher on the weighing scale, I'm going to control my diet for the next 10 days till I lose that 1 kg and I'm back to my normal self. So I'm not at all a crazy person who's on diets all the time, or not at all. I eat everything. And that also, I believe, if you deprive yourself too much, then I don't eat anything for 10 days, on the 11th day, I'll eat everything which I can see because I'm so deprived. So don't deprive yourself. Enjoy everything in moderation. And that's what I practice. I practice moderation. I'm not, half the time I really don't get time to exercise very much, but I love to work out. I love to go to the gym. I enjoy it. I don't do it very often because of the life that I lead, the schedules that I have, but I enjoy it. And right from childhood, like I told you already, I've been a very physically active person. I've loved my sports. I've enjoyed, swimming, skating, dancing, gymnastics. And that has kind of continued after medical school. Of course, I stopped half the things I used to do because there was never any time. But I still, if I get an opportunity, I would like to hit the gym. I'd like to take a walk. So, and it's basically balance. So, yeah, I believe in discipline. And it can be boring sometimes. It can be not so much fun, but that's the personality that I am.
You have a wonderful personality, madam. Discipline added to your life and everyday routine is it really works for any person. So I know you are a disciplined person. Knowing you since so many years, I could see that. And you carry yourself so wonderfully. You don't carry any extra weight and your height. It's you used to tell, we used to eat Foxians, we used to sit there and say, madam, she looks like a model. So we used to tell you because the way you carry yourself on stage and the way you give your presentations, madam, the way you used to give them examples, life stories, the way you presented it, really people used to love it. The orations. I have heard your in ISAR, in Foxy, I have heard your orations. So wonderful. You are a wonderful person. You seem to keep your personal life private. Could you share a bit about why you prefer to maintain that boundary and how do you balance your professional and personal life?
I always say I'm a very private person. What I do in my personal life, with my family, with my friends, with my children, if I travel abroad 5 times in a year, or I go on lovely vacations, that's for me, for my personal enjoyment, for my pleasure, for spending time with my friends and family. I don't want that to be public knowledge. I'm not here to show off. I don't go to Europe so that I can put 500 pictures so that people can be, oh, wow, she has so much money and she's enjoying it. That's not the whole point at all. So I have traveled abroad so many times this year for various reasons, but you will not see a single picture of any of these travels on my Instagram or Facebook. Not because, some people do it and it's fine. It's a personal choice. It's totally a personal choice. Some people will put every single day of their life out there on social media. I really don't believe that. I think maybe if I have done some great academic achievement or I've won some award for some really fantastic work that I've done, I will put it on social media because I'm so proud that I achieved something and I won an award or I did this or I published something or, something great that I have worked hard for. Then I will put it out there because that I feel proud of. But a holiday, which is, personal family vacation, why should it be shared with everybody else? That's my time, my space. So it's very, like I said, it's very personal. Everybody has their opinions and nobody's right or wrong in this. But for me, these social medias are only for very strict professional, maybe showcasing. Also, like a lot of doctors now are on social media promoting, themselves, and that is fine. In today's times, you have to do it. I'm not at all saying negative, but I feel many of them don't maintain the dignity, the respect that doctors should manifest. If I'm a doctor and I'm talking about anything, fibroids, hysterectomy, I should do it in a manner which is suitable to my status as a doctor, as a very educated person. I'm giving information to people, not jumping around, dancing like crazy, jumping into pools, doing crazy things. That's not the way. I mean, I agree, young people are different, they think differently, but I feel certain dignity, certain aura, certain you should maintain that. So because I see all of that, I do not want to go anywhere near any of that. I think some of it is really embarrassing. And so I stay away from all of this.
So nice. So I knew this. So I wanted to ask you this question also, madam. What was the one last question? What was the most embarrassing moment in your life you'll never forget till date?
Oh God, I think there are embarrassing moments all the time, every day. No major embarrassing movement, but every now and then, like a simple example, like even if you go to a gynec conference, we meet so many people every day. I meet so many women, and somebody will come and ask me, "Doc, do you remember me? What is my?" I said, "Yeah, of course I remember you. I've met you so many times. What is my name? Tell me." And I can't remember the name, so that's always so awkward. It's like embarrassing because I've said, "Yeah, I remember you," and I don't remember their name. But so many occasions. I remember once I was with my sister, and she was doing the dubbing for a movie. So you're in a closed auditorium, and the movie is playing, and you're just doing the sound. Nobody's saying. So I was happening to be there, and she finished her dubbing, and then there was some small part where they had to have woman. Woman is there, and she's shouting and screaming, and that was just the sound effect. So they said, "Arey, aap yahan baithe ho. Why don't you just come and shout and scream? We'll just take your sound." And for me, it was so new and so embarrassing because it was like people are watching and I'm just standing there in a theater and I'm shouting him. I just couldn't, my voice wouldn't come out, like a small squeak came out. I was supposed to be shouting and screaming and I could only make one little sound, oh, like that. So it was so like everybody's like, "What happened?" I said, "Otherwise I can talk continuously for hours." But at that point, when so many people are watching and you're supposed to perform in a particular fashion, I couldn't do that. It's so embarrassing, just standing there and laughing or crying or shouting or screaming without, that emotion actually being there. So, I mean, so many things in life embarrass you, but it's okay. I think you have to just laugh about them and move on, not let it bother you in any way.
Very nice. And what final message or advice would you like to share with our listeners about unlocking their potential through confidence?
I really believe that, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. So don't pretend to be somebody else. You may admire a person, you may emulate a person, you can look up, you want to be like that. That's great. But be yourself, because you have unique skills, you have unique abilities, which the other person doesn't have. So just trying to be a copy of somebody else or trying to be, pretend to be somebody else is really not going to get you places. Be yourself, be the best version of yourself. That's important. Work on yourself constantly. If you're not happy with your looks, do. If you have to do plastic surgery, if you want to do it, how does it matter? Because you should feel good about yourself. If you have a crooked nose, you are happy with it, great. If you're not, well, do something about it. So whatever it is that you feel good about, you feel confident about. If you're not a good speaker, go for classes. There are 100 public speaking classes. If you stutter, go do classes which will help you overcome your stuttering. If you have anxiety issues, see a counselor. Whatever your problem, solve it. Don't live with it. So I think we have the ability to become the best version of ourselves, and that's what we should do. And I think if we do that, we really can achieve our full potential. And Fogsi actually is a fantastic ground to do that. It really nurtures people. It really trains them. Even your local society. I've been in the Mumbai Gynec Society for many, many years. I've done so many elections. I've had to fight 4 or 5 elections to rise up the ranks and become the president of the Bombay Obstetric Gynec Society. It teaches you so much, every time success, failure, people, good people, bad people, horrible people. You learn as you go along, And so it's been such a journey right up to the president of Fogsi. And now I'm the president-elect of the International Federation of Fertility Societies. I'm the first Indian, in fact, the first Asian to be elected to that position. And, it is scary. It is worrisome. My God, the whole world, how will I represent? Am I good enough? Will I be able to do it? So obviously you get some anxiety and some fear. But, if you go out there, do your best, I'm sure we can make ourselves and everyone else around us proud.
Congratulations, madam, for representing Asia for that. So you are wonderful. And one question, how Dr. Pai? Dr. Pai has a different temperament and you. So how do you get along? I see very lovely pictures, very nice interactions. I really love to be with you. Usually when I catch you, I will take a picture with both of you. So how is it?
I have to say that your spouse, your partner, is the single most important person in your life, in your journey, in your achievements, in your success, in your failure, in your confidence, everything. Because I got married to Rishikesh when I was 23 years old. So you're so young, you're still growing, you're still finding yourself. And he is an epitome of confidence. He's an epitome of support. And he's very ambitious. He wants to do this, do that, go here, go there, achieve this. And he has done it. And it has given me the support that I needed. If I've felt, not confident at any point, he's been like, what the hell, we'll do it. No, we can do it. What the hell, we'll do it. So he's always been there to support and to push me if I've had, little insecurity or hesitancy at a particular point in time. So I think the most important thing, and I tell this to my children as well, now both of them have found their partners, but I tell them the most important thing is whom you marry, because that person will be your support system, your guiding light, everything for your life. If they pull you back, if they hold you back, if they are negative towards you, if they shatter your confidence, then it's just going to be, just terrible for your growth. So if you have a supporting spouse, I think the rest of it is very easy.
Excellent answer for this question, madam, because sir is very giving. I worked for my first year of my chairmanship with Dr. Pai. He gave us lots of publications, GCPRs, lots of opportunity. Karna hai kar le. Like he was never said no to us. We had a wonderful time. And when you were the president, those days also, once I represented the managing committee, I thought you were telling people कि अरे करना है उसको करने दो. Like you were so much inclusive. You were not at all a hard line drawn कि no, you can't do this, that. So I found this terribly important in you people, that you made more people grow. And we really learned a lot from you with the lovely couple of Foxy, Dr. Pai and Dr. Rishma Dhilan Pai, and then now the upcoming Arnav. He is also a great human being, very humble. He also takes my selfies, so I'm very happy with him also. Lovely having you on this podcast, madam. Thank you for taking out this time from your very busy schedule. I'm honored and blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Supriya. You've been fabulous. You've exceeded my expectations. Like I said, Foxy has given you a fantastic platform. Sunita has given all the chairpersons a fantastic platform. And it's really, I think every day your confidence, your self-image improves. And you've done a fantastic, fantastic job. I enjoyed talking to you, speaking about things that I've never spoken of before. So thank you for this, for giving me this platform to have a conversation with all my dear friends out there. Thank you so much, Supriya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm honored and blessed. Thank you.